Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. And seeing how we are...
Such is the charmed life, that of an internet reviewer. I've tried to get into that game once, but every time it just seems like every review I do is cursed. I mean, it's not like I can bring anything new to the table. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Review movies like Alton Brown does food? Wait a minute. That's exactly it. I think I know how to break this curse just yet. You know, for better or worse, Sonic has had a long and colorful history. I mean, aside from the original game series, we've had 2 major comic books, and, I don't know, about 4 different syndicated animated series, and, you know, through them all, there's always one adaptation that gets glossed over, and I honestly don't know. You know, the Sonic franchise has had a long and colorful history. I mean, aside from the original game series, there have been 2 major comic book and like 4 different animated series. And even though there's all those adaptations, there's one adaptation that gets glossed over, and that's the OVA. So, in the world of anime, the letters OVA stand for Original Video Animation, and really that's just fancy fan talk for saying it's direct-to-video. And because there's more money being put into it, the OVA has a much better animation quality than, say, a TV series. And the content is a little bit different too. It can span from continuations of a TV animation, or just a filler for a DVD set, or maybe it's just stuff that's too hot for television. But we'll set all those aside for another show, because some OVAs act as pilot episodes to their own TV anime. At least this one did. Sonic the movie was made in Japan as 2.5-hour episodes on 2 video tapes. But since that's not that marketable here in America, it was merged together when it was localized. Like other adaptations, this movie takes cues from the source material and just runs with them. For example, Angel Island became The Land in the Sky, and the animation style is a very close cousin to the one seen in Sonic CD. Now, as for side characters, it's a bit strange because, unlike most other adaptations, this one doesn't take any cues from that. Other adaptations just take the critters that Sonic frees from the bad guys, but this one, aside from the owl, all of the other side characters are humanoid. It's time for me to review the movie proper. And, you know, just to spare you my attempts at riffing a movie, I prepared a little monologue just for this. Enjoy. The first part has its introductions, but it's mainly a show of skill for the animators, as any extended scene just is as detailed as it can get. There's a lot of padding in this part with really stupid jokes or just scenes that don't go anywhere. And one of the worst parts is that the decoy plot doesn't even end until part 2. Speaking of which, here's my thoughts on part 2. There's a much denser story here, and more of a real threat. The animation is more conservative, and everything kind of ties together. We have more dynamic character development, whether it's Sonic's refusal to give up, or just some funny gags coming out of Sarah and Robotnik. The only useless character out of the whole thing is the owl, especially here because the phone call the president gives to Sonic's house eliminates his role in the movie whatsoever. You know, while it may have its flaws, Sonic the movie is part of Sonic history. So I encourage any fan to go Netflix it, if only for a laugh. But I've said my part. So, from SMX Presents, I've been SMX, you've been you, and this has been Otaku Tonight. Finally!